Do you think I'll come across an equalizer or a guardian today? By today, I mean in this episode. Speaking of today, today is March 24th. On the 29th, I will be house sitting and dog sitting for some friends of mine. So, no uploads for about a week. 7 or 8 days, something like that. Good sights on that thing. Yeah, I know. What's a white label junker doing in the special of the day section? Don't really need that. I know I said I was interested in elemental revolvers, but I can hold off on that. This is a Model 16. I mentioned something in a previous episode about 2-digit numbers, and what I've got is better anyway. 2-digit model numbers versus 3-digit model numbers regarding class mods. Whatever the difference, model number 660 is always the best. So the absolute best type of class mod would be a 5-line purple model 660.
Hello, Traveler! There are new missions available on the Junction bounty board.
Magazine, not clip. The way you can remember the difference is as follows. A clip is a device other than a speed loader.
Here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
A clip is a device other than a speed loader used for loading a magazine or cylinder. Examples include, but are not limited to, stripper clips, on-block clips, and moon clips.
Comms can improve accuracy, regenerate ammo, or even heal you. Get yours right here.
The M1 Garand, for example. For the longest time, I pronounced it Garand, but Ian McCollum says Garand, so. And he's a credible source. Anyway, that rifle uses on-block clips, a French phrase which means all together. Term, not phrase. You know what I mean. A Tediore shotgun and a Vladoff shotgun side by side. My two least favorite brands of shotgun. I love Dahl shotguns. And Torg and Atlas and SNS and Hyperion. If I'm using Tediore, I prefer a masher over a shotgun. If I'm using Dahl, I'd like to have one of each. Gonna get an equalizer? No. If I don't get an equalizer at level 22, that's fine, but I will need one at level 31. Rather, I should say, I will need a level 31 equalizer for the end game. By that point, I'll most likely be level 35 or 36. I'm drinking off-brand cherry cola. I loves me my cheap off-brand carbonated beverages. I guess it's appropriate that I'm using Tediore then, you know, because cheapness. Supposedly cheapness. But, seems to me teddy guns are just fine. As long as they have good parts.
Need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21. Oh, hey, hello! My secret lab. Terror Pavilion. Yes, I like that one best.
Well-built Cobra. It's only too bad it lacks an 18-round mag. The last detail that would have made it primo. It has barrel 3, body 3, stock 5, sight 2. Let's get another look at that. Yep, barrel 3, body 3, stock 5, sight 2.
Going up against the better of the bullet, you need a better gun. You won't regret it.
The combination of Tediore shields and riotous remedy
Over here.
means I have
I
both
need your help with
active
this.
and passive health regen. which should make me hard to kill. And that's the idea. Tediore only makes class mods for Brick and Morty.
Thank you, valuable James employee, for your continuing patience during this transitional.
If you want to do an Allegiance run, be sure to do some research on the Borderlands wiki and base it around the class mods available for each character. Generally speaking, I tend to make my selection based on ammo region. That's why I went with Doll, Lil, and Vladoff Roll. If this was a masher, Barrel 5, Body 5, that would be phenomenal. That's pretty basic, but it's built from material 3, so... It's all Type 1 parts except for the sight, which is a Type 2.
The best defense is not a good offense, it's a good defense. So get yourself a shield.
Speaking of offense and defense, the Ranger class mod is geared toward team offense.
Zombies trying to tear your face off, buy a shield, and then buy an insta-heal. For when the shield inevitably goes down and you really need it.
The differences aren't really all that drastic. And part of the reason for that is because this has 2 of the best parts, whereas this has 1 of the best parts. But there's sort of a ratio there. That detail against the label color. Will the turrets have some fun? I don't see those red dots getting closer.
Molly, my gun shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
Maybe I'll get a Savior or a Defender as my first usable legendary.
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a Molly one and light some people on fire.
Don't go falling in love with me, stranger. I've been hurt too many times. Bye, zombies.
So now my shield and my class mod are both purple. And it's a 5-line purple. What model is it? 260. And as good as it is, just imagine how excellent a model 550, 560, 650, or 650. 650 or 660, that is, would be. Let me say. Kind of a tongue twister there.
During this
550, 560, 650, or 660 is what I meant to say. I could have just said model 550 or better.
Well, hey there. Welcome. Hey, you keep yourself out of trouble.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
If I find an intense pounder, I might actually try it out. I'll go ahead and check these white chests because it's possible to find level 22 stuff in them. And one more. There are at least 2 other white chests outside New Haven. I used to work in a town called New Haven, Indiana, not New Haven, Connecticut. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if just about every state had a New Haven, just like how just about every state of the U.S. has a Springfield. Shelbyville on the Simpsons, I almost said Simpsons, is most likely based on Shelbyville, Indiana.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered. Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles? Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
By the way, I bet the Simpsons is like the Simpsons meets Voltron.
Get right.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Which is funny because remember that episode of The Simpsons where they went to Japan and there was that anime show that was actually called Flying Seizure Robots?
The answer's philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
Keep it, keep it, keep it. Sell it. Sell it. Sell everything else.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes an easy-to-use gun. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Both Morty and Brick can reload Tediore guns in the blink of an eye. since they both have skills that increase reload speed even further. There are two companies. That dust in the light, it's just, I love these details like that. It's so immersive. And these cactoids and such. With this graphics style, this graphical style, it works so well. Even after all these years, it still captures that vibe that I can't quite explain. Distinctly different from Stalker, but I think I like it just as much, but I would still say Stalker is my top fave. I'm only here for the loot.
You want me to sit?
And I'm sort of killing time until the shops change over.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
Good sights on that, but I'm not going to buy it just for that reason.
All the latest and greatest in high-powered weapons and Tediore sold right here at your convenience.
Mordy has a skill, Hair Trigger, which can be buffed by a gunslinger class mod of high enough quality. And basically what that does is, well, just like it says, it works especially well with machine pistols, but it also basically makes plain old repeaters function like machine pistols. And that's just awesome. Not my style of shotgun. I want a hunter's shotgun with a spike on it.
Did you roll?
Now I have to check the shops all over again. I'll try not to take way too long. But I really would like an equalizer or a guardian. So about that sarsaparilla,
The SNS philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
this guy dresses like me. Do you notice the shadows under his eyes? How did I mess that up? I don't think I ever noticed that before, the shadows under his eyes. Due to the time of day, I guess. Every time I play this game, I notice something that I hadn't noticed before. And the same is true for Stalker.
Thank you, valuable Jacobs employee, for your continuing patience during this transitional zombie apocalypse. Your satisfaction is very important to us, and thank you for your continuing commitment.
That's not what the word apocalypse means. People always misuse the words apocalypse and Armageddon. They actually have more specific meanings than most people realize.
Sure is lonely around here.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area. By a bit of odds, I got all kinds. Choose Dr. Ned before you're undead.
Nothing interesting. But I did just get a shield. A purple shield. This time the turrets will have some fun. Yeah!
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
So if I'm not doing an allegiance run, then my shields of choice are typically Pangolin, Anshin, Torg, and Tediore. My grenade mods of choice are typically Atlas, Torg, Pangolin, or Doll. Yes, I actually like Pangolin rubberized grenades in Borderlands 1. The way I figure it, Pangolin must have licensed their rubberized nade tech to other companies sometime between Borderlands 1 and the pre-sequel. And those other companies took it and screwed it up, which is why it sucks in Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel.
Hello there, good friend.
But in this game, they're tactically useful because you can rebound them off walls, floors, or ceilings. And you can nail enemies hiding behind cover if you're savvy with them. It takes practice, but it's so satisfying when you pull it off.
My gun shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
Too ordinary.
Teach those lads Gaiden they were told. Get your guns here.
One more shot. Then Crazy Earl's place.
Hey, over here. Yoo-hoo! Yes, you.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really
There's
fast?
the crux.
Landolph has your needs covered.
Actually, that's a plague. The Malawan crux is supposed to be called the Malawan plague.
A sniper without a sniper gun
So I
is
keep
just
encountering
another
all these
gun.
legendaries and no equalizer.
Step right up.
And the equalizer is typically the most common legendary, other than the Thanatos.
and you'll be happy you bought from the best.
Denied. I love it when a plan comes together. Watch the skag pile appear right there. I'll rescue the claptrap first, before I proceed. Cut right through their carapaces. By the way, I recently turned 39. Which means I'm the same age as Mordy in Borderlands 1. Also the same age as Roland in Borderlands 2. Something tells me I'm going to take out way more than 25 bandits.
Come meet your maker!
Sniper class mod with ammo regen.
Get out of here, asshole!
See how I'm trying to work with the muzzle jump? The muzzle jump is the result of the poor quality stock. Pop skull. Stock quality matters more on a Tediore than it does on a Hyperion or a Doll combat rifle. Experiment with it yourself and you'll see what I mean. I don't want Bloodwing to feel left out. Watch this. Not that. Although do notice that I intentionally aimed off to the side. But that's not what I wanted you to watch. What I want you to watch is this. If I can pull it off. Needed the Delta Papa Sierra. Damage per second. Where are you? Philadelphia experiment. Now he's fused to the scenery. In my opinion, Vladov shotguns don't take full advantage of Barrel 5.
Satisfaction abounds.
I want a Cobra with good parts. It's okay if it's all mid-tier parts, that's fine by me. Finish you. Style points. There's the easy way, and there's the fun way. I prefer to do things the fun way. A plum. That's an uncommonly used word. Aplomb and enthusiasm. Well, anything worth doing is worth doing with passion and at 100% maximum power.
Good as new, I think. Am I leaking?
That's really all I needed to do in this section. I don't really need to fight my way all the way around there now. I could do it just for the X-ray pop-up. But I won't. Instead, I'll do the C-charge thing. If I had some reason to level up faster, I would. I'd go around there and I'd just fight all the bad guys and monsters for the XP. An example of a reason to do that would be if I had a really cool level 31 weapon stashed in my Underdome bank. I wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a Tediore shotgun that's actually good. This one is merely serviceable. I know I keep saying this, but rather than a shotgun with a spike, this is more like a spike with a shotgun attached to it. Because I use it mostly for the spike. And that's due to the low quality body, which makes it slow cycling, slow to pump. If you can reload faster than you can cock a gun, then it has some sort of design flaw. And look at that. Level 16 is better than this level 22 because of the barrel and because it's dull. That's barrel 4 compared to the barrel 3 I have on mine. Whoa. Nope. Health? Of course not. Okay, his launcher's actually good. I would bet you almost anything that his launcher is a Torg, level 19. And it is. And it has a good body on it. Which is why it has all that power. If I'm going to use a launcher and I'm not doing an Allegiance run, I'll pretty much always favor Torg over Vladov. Except when it comes to legendary launchers. because I prefer the Mongol over the what's it called, the Redemption, named in reference to the Redeemer from Halo. Backwards are mess with the Mord, you get the horn. In Borderlands 2, there are some skags that have horns. Shield sucks. I love it when that happens. Maybe the shield isn't so bad. Oh, yeah. Two-for-one sale. Well, almost.
You like that? Get your ass gone! You like that?
Starting to feel like using a stomper. Good parts on that dull shotgun, by the way. Barrel 3 combined with a Type 4 cylinder. Would prefer a non-elemental. If I was doing Dull Allegiance, that is. If I recall, I think I only went through 3 shotguns all throughout my Dull Allegiance run.
Let's teach him a lesson! More!
Where'd you come from? Anyway, thanks for announcing your presence. I had 1 level 16 Dull shotgun during my Dull Allegiance run. And I went through 2 level 25 shotguns. And they both had... my level 16 Dull shotgun had barrel 3. And a Type 1 cylinder, and I don't know what body type. The first shotgun I used at level 20... the first level 25 Dull shotgun I used had barrel 5 and a Type 1 cylinder. And at some point, I found another version of the same weapon type, the same type of shotgun, called a desert shotgun. Technically a hunter's shotgun, but with material 3, which is for Dull, desert camo, and the desert prefix overrides the hunter's prefix. And so I ended up with a Dull shotgun that had barrel 5 and a Type 4 cylinder and a good enough body type to give it a 1.4 fire rate, if I recall. One of the best shotguns I've ever had on any playthrough. Quit moving around with the spaz. Really? Make me feel like I can't aim. Maybe I can't. Time to ditch some junk. $16. I'm just accustomed to being able to pick up and sell every piece of junk I find. Papaya! That's what Tank Girl would say. I've actually gotten 4 whites out of these 2 red chests before. Let's see how this goes. Maybe I'll get an Equalizer, or a Guardian, or a Savior, or a Defender. Or just a whole lot of blah. Just a whole lot of meh. Alright, bare minimum of 2,000. Resale value. There's 2,000. If you're going to spaz out, I'm going to come right down there and get in your face. Okay. Wait, I was supposed to drop off the other way, wasn't I? To be fair, that is a cool looking logo. Opa, ova zil, chiki briki, ivdam kya. Idi komja. Ti obretestu, što zasluživaješ. Everyone overlooks stompers, especially if they're made by Tediore.
Yep. What you want? Don't you hurry back.
I always take my time. Well, what's next on the agendoid? Before I do Treacher's Landing, I should finish up these missions for Marcus. Of course, I would get stuck on scenery while battling skags that actually do have a chance of killing me. See? That was my fault, I know, because of the grenade. Stuck on scenery again. You know, I blew my opportunity there to shoot down its throat. A wad of what must be cash. Money's nothing for eating, yo.
Get your mans here. Whether you are killing bad guys or exploring the unknown, you need a trusty gun by your side.
I should check at least a few other shops while I'm here, while there's still time before the changeover.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of free.
A rifle with a scope and no stock
You need a better gun.
is
If you need
insulting.
healing, step right up.
That's a good shield right there. If you took something like that to the range, you'd get laughed at. A rifle with a scope, but no stock. Will I make it to this shop in time? How much time passed during the transition?
The SNS philosophy is
Yeah, a little bit.
tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
This is actually pretty decent. I don't really need it per se. Lots of level 22 Tediore nade mods. The most ordinary nade mod.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
Oh, wait. A ceiling fan with no ceiling. Machines and their scary needles. All the guns I currently have rely on sheer power rather than elemental effects, with the exception of my weak shotgun. Which I only have for its blade or spike.
Over here! I need your help with something.
SMG mag. SMG mag.
If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
Not violent enough. Barrel is too basic, sight is too basic, stock is too basic. That healthy mag doesn't make up for all of those deficiencies. This and this would be useful in Old Haven.
Who knows what you're gonna find in the needs. Make sure you're packing. You got my machines in there scaring needles.
Might not be exceptional, but they would be serviceable. They wouldn't hold a candle to the Defiler, of course, but everyone knows the Defiler is the top of the line Karate Go Nuts weapon.
Hello there, good friend.
The weapons I have are adequate but not exceptional. I want something exceptional. That's why I keep going on shopping sprees. Regular manic shopping sprees. I guess you would call that chronic shopping mania. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Thank you, valuable Jacobs employee, for your continuing patience during
I used to live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and sometimes I would just go to the mall, Glenbrook Square Mall. Most of us just call it Glenbrook Mall. Oftentimes I just go there to eat at the food court because I like the atmosphere. I know that's very un-INTJ-like if we're going by pop culture stereotypes.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you
Another
think? Get a gun
legendary.
that's accurate
It's not
as
one of my
you
faves. Oh, I bet a Raven with ×2, you might actually be able to get a corrosive effect per burst. The Raven fires 5-round bursts, which is something I used to think was, for the most part, useless. You don't need more. 3 or 4 is fine. Shots per burst, I mean. 5 is typically just an extravagance. But I've warmed up to it. Only on my Doll Allegiance run. Shoo!
Zombies trying to tear your face off. Buy a shield, and then buy an insta-health for when the shield inevitably goes down and you really need it.
Church gonna have some fun. So in Borderlands 2, Tediore SMGs are, in my opinion, some of the best weapons for scoring easy second wins. Because in Borderlands 2, was I at New Haven when the shops changed over? I forget. No, I don't think I was. In Borderlands 2, Tediore weapons should be thought of as grenades first, guns second. Except they're rocket launchers. You still, to get maximum effect out of a Tediore rocket launcher, you leave one rocket in it at least before you toss it. And I really don't like Tediore rocket launchers. Most Borderlands players don't. They have too much of a learning curve to them, and they're too unpredictable. But Tediore SMGs, those you can get some use out of once you learn how to make them work with you rather than against you. Even experienced players I see using Tediore guns as guns first, grenades second in Borderlands 2. The idea is you fire only a few shots, maybe even only one shot, out of a Tediore gun, preferably one with high capacity, and then you toss it at the enemy to completely obliterate them. And more often than not, it will completely obliterate them. That is, this is an example of a seemingly ordinary green label repeater that Mordy could really make sing, so to speak. High accuracy Hyperion twin shooter. That's actually pretty good, just as is. But Mordy could probably get exceptional use out of that.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
Hyperion repeaters and machine pistols work well with the twin shot accessory because their being Hyperion means they're going to be accurate anyway.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes
A new masher.
use gun.
It has a lesser barrel, but a better body. That doesn't make it an overall better choice, obviously. It has barrel 1 combined with what looks like body 2? Just a guess there. Whereas this has barrel 3 combined with body 1.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
There are other red chests around here in the Doll Headland that I could check on a regular basis, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. Alright, so where's the closest? I need to get to the outer yard.
Oh, this the place to catch a ride. You can paint all kinds of pretty colors to boot. If you need healing, step right up. In a world of no guarantees,
I should get some use out of... Which was the latest one that I picked up? Did I buy this one? I forget. Yeah, I think I bought this one hoping it would have a twisted barrel. It doesn't, but it's still good.
you can always count on Marcus guns.
It has that type of sight that I like. Just a decent, well-rounded, super fast reloads with that. This will have slower equip speed and slower reload. Well, not really.
Comes can improve accuracy, regenerate ammo, or even heal you.
I'll keep both of these. I'm actually enjoying the double SMG more than the double Anarchy just because of its accuracy. Normally I'd only pack one high power SMG, and then if I pack another SMG with it, it would be elemental, but I'm doing things differently, trying to experiment more. That right there. That's a really good, truly excellent shotgun. Never mind that it's green label. This has good parts. This has barrel 3. I don't know what body that is, but it must be a good one to have that kind of fire rate. 1.6. Excellent accuracy. 61.1. Yeah, the damage difference is only due to the fact that that's an assault shotgun, and they typically fire 7 pellets per shot, whereas combat shotguns typically fire 9 per shot, unless they have barrel 5, in which case they might fire 7 or 9, depending on the specifics of make, model, material type, all that sort of thing.
Time for a nice, relaxing drive.
During my Vladov, and of course it has a spike on it, so that just adds to the coolness factor. It makes it that much more fun to use. During my Vladov Allegiance run, which remember I said I'm not going to re-upload, because that's what got me in trouble. Unless it can be proved that that's not what happened.
Another trophy from my wall.
But anyway, some of you might have observed this. I don't know who actually watches my ultra-long videos all the way through. Kudos if you do. But during my Vladov Allegiance run as Roland, I came across the absolute best shotgun I've ever found in this game. It was a level 22 purple S&S Spike Death. It had barrel 5. It had a fire rate of 1.3, which is good enough. Should I attack this camp from this side or the other side? Well, I've been attacking it from the opposite side. And my Doll playthrough and my Vladov playthrough. So this time I'll attack it from this angle.
That hurt.
Getting all the distractoids out of my face. that electric. Level 13. Don't insult me and don't insult yourself. Flat off launcher.
Not bad, not bad.
Getting a little trigger happy there. I mean, I was getting trigger happy. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Did you see the fire rate on that? By repeater standards, that's practically a machine pistol. But that's typical for Vladov. This time I will look at explosions. Vladov is all about fire rate. The only exception is Vladov machine guns that have body 4. $13. Why 13? Why not 22? Satisfaction, I wouldn't say that. That Tediore shield with the good capacity.
That hurt?
Pretty sure that's the result of the middle part. That's the best middle part right there. Sticking with what I've got. Not that much difference up here, and a lot more difference down here.
There's no escaping, Mark.
Should I hunt spider ants while I'm here? Check those red chests. Since they have a chance to... Well, since they probably will contain level 22 stuff. That will be a good place to hide something. Can I get a level 22 Panacea shield? No.
When you got my machines in there scaring needles. Want to make a bigger pool? Buy a better mod. I got all kinds. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
I'm going to make sure that I have the outer yard on the list, the travel list. If I can remember where the outer yard is. Rack. Yep. Including an elemental. As there often is. Good barrel on that. Nothing else good about it. Oh, it's level 13 anyway. Screw it. Why are you insulting me? Level 13 garbage. At least give me level 22 garbage. No, at least give me level 19 garbage. no stuff. You screwed up my combo attack. What am I getting pushed around by? Just pop up out of nowhere if I don't. That's dirty cool. Why is this purple shield, it's level 22, so weak? Of course, reload when I press the use key. Everybody hates that. You can't turn that off. Or if you can, I don't know how. It's a function that should have never existed. Nobody knows why it exists. Hopefully they'll fix that in Borderlands Remastered, but don't count on it. Some people don't know that counts as something that ought not happen. It takes control out of the hands of the user and puts it in the prerogative of the game. Yes, prerogative. Everyone says prerogative, but it's spelled prerogative. Don't ask me why everyone says it wrong. I could check the white chest that's there, but why bother?
Funny thing about selling. Everyone needs to buy, but no one wants to be sold. Not everyone has the knack for selling, you know.
How do you get cut off? What cut
Funny
off?
thing about selling. Everyone needs to buy, but no one wants to be sold. Not everyone has the knack for selling, you know. Take you, for instance. You always accept the price as is. You don't even try to negotiate. If you find that fault, you're going to need a partner who knows how to sell. A partner like me.
Alright, so have I just... This is the outer yard, right? See if that's on the list now.
Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Wait, no.
Sure got your ride.
Go like this.
This one's ours live. Get you one.
Nope. The outer yard. How do I get the outer yard on the list?
Let's get you rolling.
Wait, what am I thinking? That's not the outer yard, this is. Now the outer yard is on the list. I was just getting two locations mixed up with each other that are right down the road from each other.
Time to play!
If I was level 20, I wouldn't be using anything lower than level 16. Unless I was doing an allegiance run that didn't allow it. Something worthwhile? Of course not.
Let's get you rolling.
Let me turn the light on. It's getting dark in here. My classic banker's lamp with the green glass and everything. I like that style of lamp. Also, Lampy is my favorite character from the Brave Little Toaster. And there we have it, an equalizer.
Hello. Let me know if there is anything I can do.
Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here. Watch your back out there.
I forget when that garage door starts opening up to reveal another shop. Now a shopping spree. My first ledge is an equalizer, just as I had originally predicted. Now I'm going to change my loadout. Put the equalizer there. Put the masher there. Bladed shotgun there, and only because it has a blade. The equalizer always has body 3.
Going too slow.
The Guardian always has body 4. With Tediore legendaries, the effect comes from the body. Which means they can have any barrel type.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using it.
Yeah, not the style of Cobra I want.
Let's get you rolling.
Now I'll go here. Will I be able to check all these shops within less than 5 minutes?
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets,
Yes, I should be able. I should remind myself to skip
guns have extended magazines.
grenade shops because I've got that accounted for. If I was doing an allegiance run that allowed for multiple different flavors of grenades, by that I mean elementals, that would be different. But since there's only one type of Tediore grenade, plain old explodey, What's the accuracy on this 2-shooter equalizer? 90.4, that's not... It's neither impressive nor is it too bad. It's just serviceable.
Over here! I need your help with something.
I hope I managed to score a level 31 electric equalizer. Static equalizer.
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a BL1 and light some with your
See, I just went and checked that grenade shot when I didn't need to.
I used to be a Galaxy-class scientist. I've been reduced to a babbling animal.
Galaxy-class scientist. As prestigious as that is, it's probably also a burden.
It has been brought to the executive leadership of the Jacobs Corporation that certain anti-Jacobs propaganda has been circulating, proclaiming
Because of the perfection you'd be expected to maintain.
from the substantial passing of 97% workforce. We would like to remind the surviving 3% that we are not
Dr. Ned gave me the following awards this year. Most effective claptrap in life-threatening situations.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hand. We buy the best. If the vault is real, you'll be able to afford it.
Did you ever watch The Equalizer? Shoot.
Choose
I
Dr.
don't mean the
Ned
movie.
before you're undead.
I use that to heal myself faster. Because I'm really only interested in the healing effect. It's okay for it
Check
to
out Marcus's store.
only have 3 lines and not 4 or 5. Did I check? Yeah, I checked the red chest already. I thought that I...
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
I thought that I
I
did.
pooped right
Oh,
where you're standing.
get
Here's
myself
a free tip,
sidetracked.
soon to be zombie paste man. You can't
I was
kill
intending to
all
wait for
races.
the shops to change them.
So corrosive guns won't do
Power
damage to a
provides
zombie.
good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Good body on that, same as my equalizer, body 3.
The Crimson Lance got nothing on my weapons.
It's especially good to have body 3, or better yet, body 5 on a Jacobs revolver. Shoo, again.
Shields and heat,
They're not-
that's what I'm feeling.
They're not gonna let me do that unchallenged this time. Fine. So annoying.
Don't go falling in love with me, stranger. I've been hurt too many times. Bye, zombie.
I'm almost level 27. Now, I'll start at the top of the list and work my way down.
Jacob scans do one thing really well.
If this was exploding instead of fire,
What else do you need?
that would mean that it would proc per shot and would be awesome. If this was an explodey, it would be an excellent payload rifle, especially for brick.
You won't regret it.
Wait, doggone it! It's pangolin.
Can see what it feels like to hold the power of the
I
gun.
wasted all that money. I looked at it. It looked gray. Ugh. That means there's going to be a delay, a longer delay. I'm going to have to wait before I can buy these just because I screwed that up. You see why I'm so paranoid? I have
You need
to...
something?
If I don't peruse every little detail of every little thing, something will get screwed up. Exactly like that. Never fails. Never fails to always fail.
Doll makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective. Assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
Another ledge.
Going up to the vault. Better arm yourself with your best. When you got my machines in there scaring needles.
See, that's what I thought I was looking at before. A Tediore scavenger class mod. I guess my mind brain just filled in the gaps and made me think that's what I was looking at.
Do these teeth make my gums look fat?
Skip over Jacobs and go right to here. I love S&S shotguns.
Right up.
It's time for my pound of flesh!
How did I miss that? First shot.
Are you about ready to get rolling?
Time for a nice relaxing.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
Good parts on that.
I sure got you right now. Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Alright. Looks like I might as well just go get this done. Right back to the outer yard.
This is where the cars live. Are you about ready to get rolling?
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
Gun him down!
All those toxic waste barrels are back. Really? You're gonna follow me all the way down? It's that important. Of course, I would have to get the distractions out of my face. Maybe I can trust them to leave me off. Just piss off. I could go around to the other side, but I just have to fight the same pissant spider ants all over again. Well, that figures. No, I was being a bit too optimistic there. What just happened? Did some idiot run up in my face and get wasted? This is a situation where that scavenger class mod with health regen combined with my health regen shield would come in handy. Because that Mad Jack, if those rocket bullets, explodey bullets hit you, you feel it. And notice how he's spazzing around back and forth. So annoying. I mean, I'm doing the same thing, but it's okay when I do it. Trying to get the annoyances out of my face first. Will Bloodwing even do anything? Probably not, but we'll see. And of course he's not going to do anything. Come on back then. They're even in my field of view and he can't even make it out there to make himself useful. Shouldn't you have died already? Come on. There.
Not bad.
Let's not drag this out all day, shall we? Like I said, Bloodwing, why don't you finish this guy off? Getting tired now. Getting bored. What the hell did you... Oh. Handsome Jack also has one eye. Bloodwing, you're letting me down here. Come on back. I said come on back. There. What's the point of even using Predator if Bloodwing is so useless? I know, he's not useless. It's just irritating the limitations you have to deal with. Yep, and exactly as I had expected, the spider ants show up again. Now, which of these red chests is it that I opened already? I meant to do both, but I only did one, and I forgot about the other. What am I stuck on? Really? What? Oh.
Saving for you. You're getting away from us.
Who's us? Everyone else was dead. Now, before I turn in Jack's other eye, I really do have half a mind to get middle of nowhere on the map. I think I'll go ahead and do that. This is a good place to go shopping. Also a good place to farm and grind. Until you hit a certain level. But level 22 stuff is still useful to me at this juncture, so this place won't become obsolete for farming, grinding, and shopping until I hit level 31.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are. Atlas spares no expense in making guns that
Intense
excel in
Cobra.
every area.
And a Battle Stomper. They're both dull, but
Get your meds here. Look at you roll. Hi, look at you rolling, man.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
the Dust Commons.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
I'll be coming back to that later. Intense Cobra.
So you want me to share, huh?
I'd like to get my mitts on an Intense Cobra with barrel 5. Body 3 or 5. Sight 2 or better. Any kind of stock. And an 18-round mag.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. Tediore makes an easy-to-use gun.
Why do you suppose the Mad Jack is level 15 and not 25?
machines in there scaring needles.
Model 260, I think that's exactly the same as what I've got. Yep, but mine has a better part. That's what I thought I saw earlier in that shop at Jacob's Cove.
This is where the cars live. Ain't you guys right now? If you're on a budget, Tediore is always the way to go.
Double Stinger. Let's see if it has a twisted barrel, because it just might. Nope. I don't understand how it holds an odd number of rounds when it fires two at once. I have all these
400% more.
SMGs.
Also, torque doesn't make the
I
guns
can't
free
decide
anyway.
which ones are really the best. Of all these, I think the Double Stinger might just be the overall best. I don't know for sure. I like my high accuracy double SMG. See, if they would let you know that it has a twisted barrel, like if it had the prefix twisted, for example, that would really be helpful.
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
Oh, I need to scrounge some more stuff while I'm here before I go turn in this mission. Then I might call it. We'll just have to see. Twisted barrel plus twin shot accessory equals ultimate mayhem machine. Double anarchy what now? Screw that noise. A double twisted or double corkscrew or double helix, whatever you want to call it, pretty much guaranteed to outperform. Double anarchy, mostly because of its effective range. Well, it was worth a shot. Nothing interesting.
I am Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands. In a world of no guarantees, you can always count on Marcus guns.
What's the reward for this? The Sentinel? Hyperion combat rifle. Always has barrel 3, body 4. And I forget what else. Fire rate of 7.7.
Hello again.
Yep. Barrel 3, body 4. Stock 2. And a good scope. I've never noticed this before. But this is a combat rifle with a machine gun stock on it.
See you soon.
Kind of like how Roland's starter machine gun.
Hey, you see my
Rusty
gun?
machine gun made by
Come
Vlad.
right in. I hope to see you again soon.
If he took more than one shot,
Well, there's a decent launcher right there. It has unusual parts too, and the same is true for Brick's starting shotgun, also made by Vladov. I should take a picture of that.
I am Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods.
A better picture.
In your hands.
Now, let me check something. I think I'll leave this mission for next time. And end this episode with a shopping spree. So, I was just here, and now I'll go here. Normally, I'd have nearly 7 figures by now. But I've been doing these extra long episodes, which means not as much scrounging at T-Bone Junction.
Fast reload speeds. Tediore bad first aid clues. God won't regret it. Forget your ride.
Time for a nice relaxing.
I am Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Oh. Should I keep the one I have because it has a blade, or should I buy this one because it's actually good? Let's see how it compares to my masher. Of course it outmodes that. But how about the masher? Yeah, this is definitely a worthwhile shotgun. But I've been going for broke lately. A lot. So I'm going to skip it. It totally would be worthwhile though. Oh, I don't know what to do. Well, let's see what else I've got these other purples that are good. It doesn't have a spike on it though.
Look at you roll.
I will do the disciplined thing and not buy it. It doesn't benefit from my Ranger comm anyway. Jacob's next. Then Tartarus, then Underdoom. Would be interesting to see what kind of reload speed it has since it has that 12-shot cylinder. Actually, if you look at it, the cylinder has 8 chambers, but it holds 12 because video game logic. That's the main reason why I don't like that cylinder type. That's a Type 2 cylinder. There are 4 cylinder types for shotguns in this game. Type 1, 2, 4, and 5. Box mags for assault shotguns are a Type 3 part. Another 12-round cylinder. Maybe I'll come across a purple panacea. Which I would prioritize over that
Doctor said when you have Dr. Ned.
awesome shotgun. Turret's gonna have some fun.
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
Besides, maybe I'll come across something like an intense Cobra, which I would prioritize because it works with the Ranger comm. Crit bonus buffed even further by the Ranger class mod. If I was doing an SNS Allegiance run, and that was a comparably parted SNS shotgun, I would have bought it in a heartbeat. If it was an Angry Death, I should specify. If it was an Angry Death, or even more so if it was a Spiked Death.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point?
Then I could show
Get a gun that's as
how
accurate
awesome
as you
Morty
are.
can be as a shotgun.
Schmitz here.
Last stop, Underdoom.
My talents were squandered on this rock.
Come on, Intense Cobra.
Tower combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
Same body as my Equalizer, body 3.
Someone always has the upper hand. Make sure get your man's here.
All these SMGs. Because I can't decide which one to stick with. They're all good. And still nothing that's worth stashing in here. Could stash some of the SMGs in. Yeah. Nah. I'll just keep playing with them all. I can't decide which one I like best. What should I prioritize after this? If I want Trespass, I could max out this and this. Because this doesn't pertain to Tediore, and neither does this, and neither does this. So in order to activate Trespass, I'd have to max out Smirk and Killer. Most players think Smirk is basically useless. And I don't know. Assuming it actually does what it says it does, there is a reason to use it. Like, for example, you're on Playthru-1 and you're, I don't know, let's say you're level 25 and you get your mitts on a level 31 Jacob's XX Skullmaster, and you want to level up to 31 as quickly as you can so you can get to using it. Well, there's a reason to use Smirk right there. In fact, I did that in a Let's Play as Mordy. Just a straight up Let's Play, not an Allegiance run. Except I was on Playthru 2, and it was a level 40 Jacob's XX Skullmaster. It was awesome. I used that as my primary weapon for Zombie Island. I'll probably be mixing in some Rogue at some point. I've got my Equalizer now. I wonder what I'll come across next time. Catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission, slabs.